And we're going to go straight across to managing editor Rahul Kanwal, who's going to interview Kiran Bedi live right here on Headlines Today. All right, we're going to go across to that interview in just a moment. The setup is taking place right now. We're going to go across live in just a few seconds from now to Rahul Kanwal, our managing editor, who has Kiran Bedi live with him.
Somebody who spent the last several years telling the people of India that she would never join politics. We're joined today by Dr. Kiran Bedi, India's newest politician. Explain this U-turn, Dr. Bedi.
And for several years, the same people had been saying, please join politics.
No, but you'd been saying that you'd not join politics.
Exactly. And the same people had been saying, please join politics.
No, but why did you change your mind?
That's interesting. Well, is there something written in stone always?
No, there isn't. I just want to understand your mind. Because you took, and I've done several interviews, but I think a strong position on not joining politics.
So right. Absolutely. That's a fact. But that's a mystery. When does your thought process evolve in a different way?
When did it evolve a different way?
When the suggestion came. Would you like to consider joining in?
Who made the suggestion?
I don't need to tell you. Right? So it came from the right sources, decision-making sources. So then I gave myself.
But you've been asked
I have not answered your question.
You've been asked.
No, 1 minute. So all things are referenced to a context. What's happening today? What's evolving today? And what am I doing today? So then I gave myself time. I consulted my well-wishers, reflected upon it, audited myself, and I think the thought process evolved, saying here's the time for you giving already. After all, I was working already 24/7. I was traveling, reading, writing, speaking, serving my 2 NGOs, where 15,000 people are benefited every day. If I wouldn't run it, 15,000 wouldn't get education, skills development, healthcare, women in SHGs, counseling services, environment issues. It's a mammoth work which we do.
So what tilted the balance this time? You've been asked this question earlier as well.
The tilt is this. You're doing the same. You do it in a different way, in a larger scope. So why can't you do it? It was a questioning myself.
Is it because the BJP has told you this time that they would like you as Chief Minister, that you felt that because I'm getting an opportunity to be Chief Minister, therefore I should take this offer?
Listen, I think we must respect certain issues which are discussed, and I stand committed to that. Let future speak for itself.
Why should the voters of Delhi, Dr. Bedi, prefer you over, say, an Arvind Kejriwal? What's the promise that you're making to all of those who
I don't believe in comparisons.
But there will be a comparison. One of the reasons you've been brought in is because there will be a comparison between you and Arvind Kejriwal.
I don't personally wish to make comparisons. I don't do that. That's not my nature, and I'm not a new face to Delhi. I worked for entire Delhi, entire traffic management, North Delhi. It was up to Alipur and all the villages. Then I worked up to West Delhi when it was all Najafgarh. I worked with the absolute first person in the village, night patrolling with him, reforming past criminals, right? Rehabilitating them to earn a livelihood. I'm not new. Then I ran 8 drug abuse treatment centers, drug addicts coming from all over the country getting treated and rehabilitated. Then this foundation called Navjyoti was born, and that it got work. So I'm not a new face.
Nobody says you're new. The fact that you're one of the most recognizable faces of Delhi is not in dispute.
All I can tell you is what I bring before on the table for the governance of city today. Part of the governance of city today is 40 years of administrative experience and 26 years of voluntary work, working with the absolute grassroots. That's why I'm exceedingly comfortable with the grassroots and the elite. I work from elite to street. I work from elite to street. I'm very comfortable when I'm with the street.
Let me ask that question differently. You're saying don't make it about personalities.
Yes.
So I'll leave Arvind Kejriwal on the side. Why should the voters of Delhi, when they cast their vote on the 7th of February, choose the BJP over the Aam Aadmi Party or the Congress?
Well, all I can tell you is BJP is knitting the country today, and if Delhi is not in alignment with the central government, all those unauthorized colonies which are getting authorized, they've got authorized by 2014, will need thousands of crores for amenities to be provided. They need that. And if you're in alignment with the government of India, it makes things much easier. And if you're non-aligned, disaligned, then what's happening? You're every day on confrontation. You're every day on a war path. You're every day on acquisitions. Who's loser? A Delhiite is a loser. In the end, Tutu Mehma, they're not interested in Tutu. Media will be a big gainer. You'll have breaking news every day. So are we on breaking news or breaking bread? I think we are on breaking bread.
Is it fair to have had you parachuted right on top of the Delhi BJP? You've seen there's a lot of heartburn amongst state-level BJP leaders who feel they've spent decades in the party. And here is Dr. Kiran Bedi, who's never been a politician, who's been foisted on them.
Well, listen, the party has its own choices to make. These are their decisions. But all I can tell you is it is in the hands of very sound, competent, capable leadership, which has made you win. Which has made you win all over. It's put Modi sub right there. It's won. You can't even have J&K government formed without BJP today. And now it has to go further. It's on a winning streak because of their amazing organization. But what I've noticed is the kind of emotional connect with an absolute last Karyakarta. It's very well organized, well-oiled organization, very well. So I think, and it's got plenty to offer today. As I said, alignment with the central government is critical for the economy of this country.
What will you do about...
And if Delhi is in turmoil, if Delhi is ill at peace, you'll only have breaking news. You'll not have enough to run those the unauthorized colonies, and 50% of that will need a lot of care. And therefore, it's a huge amount of commitment and hard work. You'll have to have everybody together, government at the center, MCD below, all in alignment, and the community to work together. And women's security, what about women's security? That's my expertise.
How will you change? Okay, let me deal with women's security, for example.
No, one
second. You don't have the Delhi police under you. Will you try and change that?
Good question.
Will you try and change
Good
that?
question.
Tell me.
Delhi police doesn't work in isolation. Works through the Lieutenant Governor, right? And Lieutenant Governor and CM work together.
No, there are also problems with that. Sheila Dikshit complained forever.
It was a problem with Sheila Dikshit. It wasn't a problem with Sahib Singh Verma. I was Special Secretary to the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi when Sahib Singh Verma was the CM, and I was a Special Secretary. I've seen
You don't want the police under the Delhi government?
I would say, no, at the moment I'm explaining to you, it's the personalities issues. It's not the systems issues, strictly. Listen, if it comes strictly...
But you understand command control better than anyone else.
Listen,
if the cops report to the Chief Minister, things are much better than if they report to an intermediary.
What you really need is a harmonious functioning of the Delhi government. It's a holistic and harmonious.
No,
you talk to me.
How will you change it? No,
listen,
how will my wife or my sister be safe?
1 minute. In my 6P formula, police is only one. What about the others?
No, let's take it one by one. I'm on police right now.
Yes,
I'm saying that the Delhi police does not report to the Delhi government. Do you intend to change it or will you maintain status?
1 minute. Delhi police it's the only one. It's only one of the 6.
No, but what will you do about the police?
I'm looking at women's security in a holistic way. Police is one and police will work together. I know how to work together.
So you're saying the arrangement will stay the same, you'll work better with it?
We'll work remarkably well.
What will change? How will it change?
The entire Delhi police is mine. Entire Delhi police is mine. I'll also bring back DG Home Guards back. I was DG Civil Defence and Home Guards.
It's gone waste. The whole system
gone waste.
Gone,
you know it. We used to talk on the panel, discuss. It all come back. Do you know what? Private security agencies have said, we also want to work in alignment, which means Delhi becomes 3 times over. You get 1 lakh policemen, Delhi policemen working together, and they're enthused by this change. They're enthused. They lost me as a police commissioner. They will probably get me in another form. I'm telling you, there's jubilation in the police force. And then civil defense, which was wasted away, will also come back. And they are all young students, young men and women, all right? And even retired home guards and civil defense. And then the private security agencies, which are doing the same work, but never got connected. Imagine you getting 3 times over, but I'm bringing the prisons together, the politician together, because he'll have to deliver, the courts together. And then I'm working in the principals too. I'm working with the parents and principals through PTAs, which means we will be in alignment.
Now, how do you change the court? You're making this promise. I want to probe you
I'm not changing the court.
How will the court system change?
Listen, I'm not changing the court. The prosecution is the Delhi government. Prosecution is the Delhi government. Understand? How they deliver gets you a better conviction.
Now, are you saying
and
that
the government funding,
there is tomorrow a government
special
under
courts
Dr. Kiran Bedi, my wife and my sister will be safer than they were under, say, Sheila Dikshit or Kejriwal?
Well, if they're part of the first P, you've got to also cooperate. You also have to collaborate.
What are you expecting citizens will do for you?
Citizens, well, civil defense is one of the citizens, isn't it? When it's citizen police, they will be part of it. But parents, I think that's why I brought the last one is press. PTAs will be part of this team. What kind of messages? That means we are having evolving security policies of what's happening. We regularly analyze and we plan ahead. We look at the trends and we analyze the causes of crime. Wherever there's a rape, we analyze why has the man committed. What has been the trigger factor? Was it a school dropout? Was it an alcoholic father? Was it bad company? Was it drug addiction? We could address some of these social issues through social NGOs. What are the first P's? Also NGOs. So you see, it's coming as a hub. We're bringing it as a hub. It's like a hub bringing the 6 P's together. Unfortunately, such top officers have never worked as a hub. And I've been saying this on panel discussion again and again. We need a hub. And that's a place for a hub. And that is what inspires me to serve.
Okay, what do you say to all your colleagues who are upset with you right now? Manoj Tiwari said, Delhi ko neta chahiye, thanedar nahi chahiye. He said that 2 दिन तो हुए मैं उनके यहाँ जाके चाय क्यों पीऊं. They are upset that you've been brought in. Jagdish Mukhi said he was never consulted. What do you want to say to all of them?
I'll go and have a cup of tea with him.
You'll go and meet him.
Absolutely. It's all about unity. It's all about working in unison. There are no egos involved. We are here for a larger and a higher purpose. Higher purpose is Delhi first and connecting with India first. So Delhi does not become a hub of disturbance. You want the economy get affected? Keep Delhi disturbed. But we'll make news all right. But do we want news or do we want development? Do we want infrastructure? Do we want world as it is a Nirbhay's case? Did Nirbhay case not hit us all? It hit the tourism industry. It hit the mobility. It actually brought down even the Sensex. It even affected that. It brought down investments. They did not. We've got to give Delhi a stable and a strong government.
I want to come to the issue of your previous comments on Prime Minister Modi. Prime Minister Modi, you've put out several tweets saying that he needs to explain himself, and I have some of your old tweets, some of which you've now deleted.
I have not deleted the
You haven't?
No,
you haven't
Rahul.
deleted any of them?
I have deleted none.
Okay, because there are stories saying that you
Perfect.
deleted.
I have not deleted any. I have not had
One
the
day
time.
Namo will need to respond with clarity about Riot's massacre despite courts clearing him so far. Now that's a very hard-hitting comment against your current boss.
I'm a person of my own. Remember that. Have you read my other tweets?
I have several other tweets.
Oh God, no. I have written 20,000 tweets. You're looking at 1, 2, 3. I've written 20,000 tweets. Go to my site. You know how I'm hitting the 20,000th tweet. And you and I are following each other, right? So look at those.
You say Modi, as per SIT, may be passing the legal exam, but is yet to pass prevailing perception of serious incidents which occurred under
Rahul, listen, unfortunately, to be honest, most of this information is coming through who?
Aam Aadmi Party.
No.
Congress.
No. How do we form our views?
No, this is these are your tweets.
No, 1 minute. Of course I'm saying. How are these views formed? It's through the kind of mass media which comes.
So you're saying media is to blame for your post?
No. I'm not just saying. What impacts you? How are you getting, where are you getting information from?
That's how you change your mind.
That's right. So the point is, at that time, that was what was predominant. But now something else is predominant. Why don't you see the kinds of tweets I'm doing now? And now, no.
No, but as a public intellectual, you must explain what changed your mind on this issue.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I have Mr. Modi, file on Mr. Modi from 18th August 2013.
But these charges are from 2002 on.
That's exactly. See that? This is how things have changed. This is how life changed. This is how inspiration changed. This is his file. This is inspiration.
It's not opportunism, it's inspiration, you're saying?
This is truly studying a person and
what do you like about it? What do you like?
Clarity of leadership, commitment to the nation. Total commitment to the nation, a visionary, thoroughly experienced. He knows what he wants. He knows where he's taking India towards and what for. And it's not only Mr. Modi. I've been also indulging in a lot of governance issues. Look at this. This is a file on governance.
So you speak about leadership.
I speak about that. And this governance first item, and by the way, this is 3, volume 3. There are more even before. This is volume 3. G3 means this is the 3rd volume. And I've seen governance changing.
What happens to the Jan Lokpal bill, which is so close to your heart?
And through these, I write books. This is a documentation of this, the entire Anna agitation.
Anna is unhappy with you, by the way.
I accept that. He may have reasons too, but we'll come to that. I'm just finishing on the inspiration, how I read everything. You may be not debating these issues in the evening, but I read.
No, there's no dispute about that. I was just trying to understand how you changed your mind and why.
The mind changed, A, inspirational leadership. Secondly, the trigger was that, where's my Delhi going? Delhi has to be saved from the next election. Delhi must not run into a new election every year because Delhi is declining otherwise. So if I can contribute anything, I'll put in.
Why is Anna unhappy with you?
I don't know.
Because you joined
I've not
politics.
Had a meeting. I've not had
You
a
didn't
meeting.
speak to him before you took
I
this
tried
decision?
connecting. I've not known. I've
Because
no
he
idea.
feels that both of you, both you and Kejriwal...
Have you had a word with him?
He gave a comment in Ralegaon Siddi.
So you've not had a word?
I haven't had a word.
I've also heard that comment. So how can you and I prejudge?
No, but he said he was unhappy.
No, you.
Okay, so what happens to the Jan Lokpal bill?
You know the Lokpal.
Jan Lokpal bill in Delhi.
Oh, Jan Lokpal will... what do you mean by Jan? We already
the
have
last government fell.
We already have a Lokayukta. Let me
a
go.
weak Lokayukta against whom you've raised.
Whatever needs to be strengthened, that Delhi government can.
No, but will it be part of your plan? Because last government
Why
fell
not?
on the issue of the
Anti-corruption is my plank number one equally. Because a corrupt government can deliver no 6Ps. A bad government can no deliver 6S. My 6S is also Surakshit Delhi, Swachh Delhi, Sakshar Delhi, Saksham Delhi, Sanskari Delhi, Sabki Delhi. Can this happen with corruption? That is why in the past few years you suffered. Not much could happen. Things may have happened. Not enough has happened to meet the challenges of the country because it was not honest. It had scam after scam after scam. So underlying, and I'm going to start with a call center straight away. Call center.
Call center. We already have women security call center. You try calling those, nobody ever takes the call.
You're talking to a different person.
Danda chalega. Like Kiran Bedi Danda is back. That's the headline.
मैंने डंडे की बात की. Don't spread it around. Did you ever see me in the danda as a cop?
I was very young growing up, but I've heard your exploits.
Do reforms come by danda alone? I use no danda. I've done persuasive reforms. I've done caring reforms. I've reformed people even with the powers you have.
Are you for full statehood for Delhi, ma'am?
I think let me understand situation. No, but before I look, first of all, I'm not a manifesto writer. I think wait for the manifesto.
Okay, one more question. What happens to the infrastructure of Delhi? What is your plan? How? Because Sheila Dikshit's legacy is all these wonderful flyovers, the fact that jams are much lesser than earlier. Pollution now is a big problem. How do you intend to fix infrastructure and pollution?
Identify area-wise needs for priorities. Identify. That's why I said very early on that 9 a.m. every one of us at least will give an hour and a half or 2 hours, even 2 hours into the field to directly see people's issues and not only read through papers or not get it indirectly.
So what will you do? You will travel?
We will travel. 9 a.m. we will all be into any area by surprise. Any area. The health secretary will go to the health areas. Education will go to schools. PW will check the roads.
Are you prepared for a public
let me complete this.
Yes.
This is very vital.
No, it's very important. It's very important for all of us.
Please, this could impact. That means less of paperwork, direct interventions. So when the team goes, would the health secretary not go with his joint secretary and the deputy secretary? That means, and also go into a hospital listening and finding out what's going on. That means you will come across a cleaner hospital. You will come across, you directly hear that means people around there will connect to see who's the secretary health, who is the joint secretary health, and they will get to understand how their governance is impacting a common man. So common man's interface is every day at 9 a.m., 5 days of the week. But one day of the week will be total interface with the Karyakartas, because they also...
These are Modi's ideas from Gujarat.
Yes, the second idea is from Amit Bhai is that you also have one of the grievances, people's grievance. Karyakarta, imagine 2 days dedicated of the government entirely, but also the 9 a.m. Imagine the change, the kind of inflow, and also another on the top of it, a outsourced control room, not a government run, outsourced. Outsourced will answer. Outsourced with technology ticker, so we really know what's the trend, which constituency is reporting corruption, what is happening anywhere. You look at the trend, and that's where you go at 9 a.m. to say, ये बात ज़्यादा इधर क्यों आ रही है? क्या problem है यहाँ? What can we do? What should be done? You see how focus is becoming analytically using technology. So, and video conferencing facilities in all districts around, where people with all districts having a video conferencing center connecting with the bureaucracy.
You like that BJP stole around your neck?
Well, it has a blessing of its own kind.
Are you prepared for a public debate with Arvind Kejriwal?
Certainly.
Yes.
Please come through the media person, whoever handles the media, because the media issue. Even you have come through the BJP media cell.
Sure.
Let him apply to the media.
So he has to apply. Certainly. No, what if the public wants a face-off between Arvind Kejriwal
the point,
and
as far as my media interface is concerned, I am not selecting the media.
No, I'm talking about a public debate.
As I clearly said.
Janta asks
listen, this is exactly the problem you want to have breaking news. It's confrontation. Somehow, you know, that's your problem. That's exactly...
No, but in America it happens all the time.
Of course it happens.
I'll tell you why. Listen, this is the first time you've got a presidential face-off.
Listen,
it doesn't happen in India usually.
Absolutely. What do you want to say? Public confrontation or media
presidential debate, ma'am.
Perfect. It's through channel, no?
True.
So therefore, if he wants it, no? Or I want it, let's go through the BJP media cell.
But you're prepared for it. You're not scared of Arvind Kejriwal. Because lots of people are scared of taking him on. You don't know what he'll say. He can level charges. But you're not scared
as I said, since... I'm sorry, he's got his own strengths.
Sure.
And I have my own. Regretfully, his strength is nothing but heightened negativity. My strength is not negativity. I do not know negativity. I hope he changes over a period. Because negativity doesn't take you far. Positivity gets you a lot of urja and you don't become toxic within. Negativity is very toxic. I am sure that he will change over a period. You know what, he changed over a period. But
I become smarter or shrewder or more
I think, do you know even what I've said? I want to say sorry for it. Because I don't believe in saying this. I don't feel good about it.
But you're open to the idea of a public debate.
I've already answered it.
You're open to that.
And my 10 minutes are over.
My time is up. I understand that. You have a road show. We look forward to tracking your campaign. We wish you all the best. Dr. Kiran Bedi, great speaking to you. Thank you.